All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're breaking down the complete playbook for one of the most powerful long-term strategies in real estate, farming. If you're looking to build a business that's sustainable, one that doesn't feel like you're constantly chasing the next lead, then you're in the right place.
Okay, so let's get right down to it. What are we even talking about when we say farming? Well, put simply, it's the strategy of picking one specific geographic area, a neighborhood, maybe a zip code, and just cultivating it. You pour all your energy into it until you become the absolute, undisputed expert, the go-to agent for everyone who lives there.
And that's what we're here to do today. This is the step-by-step playbook. We're going to cover everything from how to choose your area, the tools you absolutely need, and the mindset you've got to have to really make it work.
First up, let's talk about the philosophy behind all this. Because, farming isn't just some marketing tactic you try for a month. It's really a fundamental shift in how you approach your entire business.
The whole goal here is to stop being just another real estate agent and to become the trusted resource for a community. And how do you do that? By consistently providing real, hyper-local value. You're not just selling houses anymore. You're becoming a vital part of the community's fabric.
So where do you even start? Well, the very first practical step is choosing your farmland. You've got to survey the land before you even think about planting a single seed, right?
You've basically got two main paths you can take here. The first, and honestly, often the easiest, is to farm your own neighborhood. I mean, you're already a familiar face, you know the people, and that gives you a huge head start. The second option is to pick a brand new area. Now, if you go that route, you have to do your homework. You're looking for strong growth, a healthy home turnover rate, and, this is critical, make sure the size of the neighborhood is something your marketing budget can actually handle.
Okay, so once you've picked your spot, it's time to assemble your toolkit. These are the marketing actions you're going to take. These are the actual seeds that you're going to plant in your farm.
Look, in today's world, a great farming strategy isn't just one or the other. It's got to be a blend of old school and new school. You still need traditional stuff like direct mail and sponsoring local events, but you also have to master the digital side, like being active in neighborhood Facebook groups and running automated email campaigns. The real magic happens when you combine both.
Let's get really specific for a second on one of the most powerful tools, the postcard. A perfect postcard isn't just a pretty picture. It needs 4 key things. 1, your face and contact info. 2, a super clear brand message about the value you offer. 3, a QR code that takes people straight to your website. And 4, think about a co-marketing partner, like a loan officer, to split the costs. Just a heads up, make sure you're following all the RESPA guidelines, the official rules on how you can share those marketing costs.
Now, let's talk budget, because this is a real-world, rubber-meets-the-road kind of thing. You should expect to spend a bare minimum of 75 cents for every single postcard you print and mail. That number is absolutely crucial when you're planning out your budget for the year. So, how often should you actually send these things? Here's a simple game plan. Send one out quarterly, just for general branding to keep your name out there. But then you send another one every time you list a house in the neighborhood. And you send a third one right after you sell a house, making sure to highlight the great results you got for your client. This is how you prove you're effective. Of course, a postcard is totally useless if you don't know where to send it, right? And that's where your data comes in. Think of it as the fertilizer for your farm. You can get mailing lists from services like CoreFact, or sometimes your local HOA might even share resident directory with names, addresses, and emails. But look, planting the seeds is really just step 1. The real success, the big payoff, comes from nurturing your farm over time. This is all about playing the long game.
And here's the absolute key to making it all work: consistency. You can't just send out a few things here and there and expect results. It just won't work. You need to develop a regular, planned schedule of touches, whether that's a postcard, an email, or an event, to constantly stay top of mind.
And those touches, they have to provide real, tangible value. So what does that actually look like? Well, you can offer free home valuations. You can share hyper-local market stats that nobody else has. You can sponsor the annual block party. You can be the helpful go-to person in the neighborhood Facebook group. And every single person you connect with, they go right into your CRM for your ongoing drip campaigns.
I love this quote because it really gets to the core of it all. This isn't about some cold, faceless marketing campaign. These are your neighbors. These are people you're going to see at the grocery store. It's about being a helpful part of the community first and a real estate agent second. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, it might be the most important part: the farmer's mindset.
This is what separates the agents who really succeed with this from the ones who just give up way too soon.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The word farming itself implies patience. You're spreading seeds that will eventually grow. Sending one batch of postcards doesn't mean your phone is going to ring off the hook tomorrow. This is about building momentum over the long haul.
So here's the bottom line, the big actionable takeaway from all of this. This is not a 3-month experiment. You need to plan your strategy and, just as importantly, your budget for at least 1 full year of consistent, nonstop activity. Only then can you really judge the results. It's a true investment in the future of your business.
So I'll leave you with this one crucial question to think about, because it really gets to the heart of 2 completely different ways of doing business. Are you trying to build a sustainable farm that's going to feed your business for years and years to come? Or are you just out there hunting for your next single deal? The choice is yours.